said, certain insects can detect that in the plant and attack it when it's under stress.
You would think once you correct the underlying problem that the scale should subside.
It should, but you need to kill, like I said, there's the adults that you're going to see on top, that's what you're looking at. And a lot of those have babies underneath. And you kill the adults, but you still have the babies, so a couple applications might have to do a couple applications of the safer soap.
Something you would put the super thrive on?
That's fine. I got. Thank you.
No, that's not going to help getting rid of the scale.
But would that help make the plant healthier?
Yeah, you can do a foliar feed with it, foliar spray with a super thrive, and that might help. Otherwise, I'm not sure. I haven't done enough research on that, actually.
My dad has those big, like paddle leaf cactus, kind of, I guess, typical when you think of cactus. And they have a,
like the prickly pear.
I think so. And they got the spines, and it has like white. I thought it was scale, but it's like white crusty buildup on it.
Yeah.
And it affects some of them, but not all of them. And
that can really get out of hand. I've seen them covered where it looks like.
Is that scale or is that something else?
No, it's something else.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's it called?
Cochineal or something like that.
You make red dye,
Right.
Huh.
How do you get rid of it?
I think the best way is just if you see it occurring, you need to just spray it off with a hose.
Spray it off?
Just put your hose on a spray and just spray them off.
Okay.
If it gets real out of hand, I don't know. To be honest with you, because I've seen them where they just look like they've been flocked.
Right.
It's so bad.
And does it actually damage the cactus?
Oh yes.
Okay. Because some of them look healthy. There was a dead one, but the rest of them have been. They just seem to be
Well, you can see
oblivious
on
to
this
it.
one. You can see on this one here where it's discolored the leaves, and you'll get the big blotches where the scale is. And what they do, they emit a honeydew. That's why the leaves are so sticky. And a lot of plants that get scale on it, you'll see ants going up and down because that's they're coexisting with the scale actually, because they do produce that honeydew, and ants really like that, and so they go after it and eat it is what they do. But
so other than the water hose, there's no like organic recipe or other kind of formula you can spray on there?
because anything else besides, I would just try to spray them off with a hose.
Safer soap?
Safer soap, you could try that.
That's what I've had that, and I sprayed them with safer soap and then washed them down.
And then washed it off.
And then did it again like a couple days later because it gets like a buildup on them.
Right. But they also suck out the chlorophyll out of the leaves of the plant. That's what they're doing. There's a lot of varieties of scale. This is just one, and I think some of this is like an oyster.
Same one as this one? This was the top of it was stressed out.
What's that from?
It's the same bean plant.
Oh.
It has mites, I mean, on it.
Well, I don't see any scale.
No. So this is, what is this? Oh, that.
Oh, do you see it look like a little oyster shell shape?
Oh, okay.
Thank you, but we didn't have important.
Okay, sure. Let me go put this back here.
Historically, they grew certain kinds of cactus in order to get the cochineal, in order to make the dye, so that cactus was living. I mean, I think they have a somewhat symbiotic relationship.
I was reading on that a little bit about that on the internet the other night. Yeah.
If you keep it in balance, I mean, you don't want it going crazy, but I think a little bit.
It's just on some of the paddles and not all of them.
Yeah, but I've seen them. I saw one the other day. Actually, it was at my apartment complex, and they don't do much around there in the
But
way
if you
of
think about it,
maintenance.
they're out there in the native cactuses, and yes, some of them die off, but then it comes up in the same place, and the plant renews itself.
Right.
Whether the cochineal kills it or it's dying anyway, who knows?
Well, my thought is just from seeing it, it's going to prevent it from getting the sun that it needs if it gets out of hand. For one thing. What it takes from the cacti or the plant itself, I'm not sure. it's sort of like, when I first saw it, I thought it was mealybugs.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, but I've never seen mealybugs get that out of control. So it's a little different. Every once in a while I'll find mealybugs sort of like in the crevices of one of these echeverias or something like that. Or some aphids. They love to get on the new growth. And I just take a hose and squirt them off. I really never won't have any problems with them.
Well, what, you know, I was gonna ask if you were gonna put another blooming plant in there, or just,
No, I've just got some 3 other little guys here.
3?
Yeah. Like I said, it's going to be very simple.
Are those,
This one? This one? Yeah.
and what are those called?
This is just like that one she asked me about it earlier. This crassula,
Yes.
little baby.
Oh,
that's
And this is another variety of Coorthia right here.
how do you spell it all?
Coorthia?
It's in the handout.
Yeah, it's in the hand. Haworthia, I believe.
Correct.
Like I said, don't quote me on my spelling. But these are both Haworthias here. It's another variety of crassula up here. I actually had to look some of these up because you can't find them in any of the books. This is actually a crassula here. This one's kind of cascading over a little bit. A little variegated one.
What's that hanging down from the pot?
This is a string of pearls, actually.
It's a succulent.
Yes, ma'am. This is another crassula right here, the same one I've got down here, a little bigger one, but both of these are crassulas right here. I've got a paddle plant, which is a variety of calancho. It's another variety of echeveria right here. It's got more of a furry leaf on it. Which is really
The
neat.
little salmon colored one that you have in that pot right there, what is that one? No, the other one, the like pinkish one. It's in there.
This?
Yeah, that one.
I knew somebody would ask me that.
It's so pretty. I can't really see it close up yet, but from here it looks so pretty.
Out of all the cactus and succulents I've got in there, that's the only one of those I have, and I had to plant it.
Oh, that's so pretty.
in other
So I
words, you're
knew
not
somebody
gonna
was
buy
going
it.
to. I knew somebody was going to ask me
Now
about
I
it.
can't buy it.
You buy the whole pot, probably.
I'm really not sure, to be honest with you. I'm really not. I don't know if that's an echeveria. It might be a variety of echeveria. It might be a crassula. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's got like pinkish, yellowish, lime greenish color in it. It's beautiful. It's really pretty.
Jeff, what's the pink thing you've got down here, the flowering, below the ceramic, down there?
Oh, that's a clancho. A little bitty baby clancho.
What are living rocks?
Living rocks are called lithops. They're really hard to find.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Can we see that?
I wish I could have got some from that guy from Austin because he's the only one I know that grows them, actually, but he doesn't have any ready yet. And I wish he would have brought me some because 3 or 4 months ago he came in and I wasn't here, it was on my day off, and they bought some from him, and I mean they sold like,
Oh, they did?
like that. Yeah, they're very hard to find.
Oh, okay.
How do you describe it?
Living
Sorry?
rocks.
How do you describe it? How would you?
Oh gosh, they come in
Is
so
it
many
green?
different shapes.
Is it a green?
They almost look like a form of a rock, actually. Some of them are split in half, some are rounded with a split in half. Looks like you took a
Wow.
knife and just cut it in half almost. And some of them will put out, you're talking about a little bitty plant that, well, no bigger than this little guy right here, or this one, that'll put out a flower this big around.
What color?
It's just amazing. They come in all kinds of colors. This specific one was yellow.
I hate to say this, but I've seen them at Lowe's. Oh dear.
Oh, really?
I missed
Well, they
the
know a
beginning
better
of your
buyer than I
conversation.
do.
They had a lot of them at the Festival of Flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one.
A lot
but
of
I
them are
didn't
grown
know
from
they were
seed
that-
too.
Do they?
Yeah. a
So
lot
if
of them
I
are grown
collect
from
the seed on mine, it might be